If you're under 13, piss off.
Hello and welcome to another episode of Angry Dave's Adult RC. I'm your host, Cooter Davenport. Today we're here with the new Redcat hauler trailer, and it's not on camera right now, but we also have the 53 cab over, and we're going to be putting in the LED light kits. These things were both super cool, had to have them, and had to go all the way with the accessories, so we definitely got the lights, so let's dig right in. Alright, so here's the kit. It comes with plenty of anchors and zip ties, and then obviously the lights themselves. No directions, although it seems like the shrink wrap just before the LED indicates the color, so that should make it fairly easy to figure out where everything goes. And then obviously it comes with its chip and where you plug in. Looks like it's made to just plug into the balance charger lead on a LiPo battery. And then these parts right here actually come with the trailer. Those are just all the little clamps that hold the LEDs in place in the sockets. So generally the first thing I want to do with a light kit is just kind of loosely lay out where I think the wiring should go and see where I'm at. So as you can see, it becomes pretty obvious where everything goes once you kind of lay it on the chassis. The wires are different lengths, and the shrink wrap colors do correspond to the color of the bulb. So now I just got to kind of get the LEDs installed in their sockets. Then we can start tightening things up and putting in the anchors and bundling everything up nice so it's out of the way and out of sight. So it looks like the easiest way to get these lights in the back is to actually pull out the 3 screws that hold that whole light assembly to the tail. I tried to take off, there's only 2 screws that kind of hinge the tail piece on there. One here and here. But this one came pre-stripped right from the fucking factory. So it was a lot easier to just take out the 3 screws from the light bucket and then attach the LEDs and screw it back in. That whole process is also made easier if you take out these 2 screws. Alright, all the LEDs are installed in the buckets. Now it's time to tidy it up. So here we are, all finished up. Nice and tidy. Let's get her flipped over and plugged in. Alright, so I found when I was putting this thing together that when you go to put the winch on, if you put it in the provided holes, it doesn't allow you to open this up very much. So I scooted it forward, drilled some new holes, and you get a lot more lift out of that plate that allows you access to this battery compartment. It's still a little bit tough to get, but you can get a finger in here and hit the release, and then just reach under the trailer with your other hand and push up on the tab. You can get it pretty easily, and pops that door right off. So let me get that out of the way, and we'll get a battery on this fucker. I got one of my little Sheeta 2S 500 milliamp hour batteries. These are great little batteries for small stuff, light packs or small 24th scale RCs and shit. They charge pretty fast and they last surprisingly long, and they're wicked cheap. You can usually get them 3-4 at a time for like 20 or 30 bucks. Yeah, that trailer was looking pretty good. Now it's time for the truck, which I feel is probably going to be a bit more complicated, but god damn, that thing is fucking cool. Whatever. It's just a fucking RC light kit. It's not rocket science. So this time with the truck kit, we get an instruction manual, most likely because we have a controller, because this is a slightly more complicated system, another bag of security, and a big old fucking bundle of wire. So we'll take a little look at the instructions and see what we should be doing. Alright, so the first thing you do is install the controller right here in the chassis. There's a nice big blank spot right next to the speed control and receiver, and they give you some 3M double-sided sticky shit to stick it down with. Then you basically just follow the directions for which LEDs go where. So we got this sub harness right here that's got two 5mm whites and two 3mm ambers, and they go in the cab. So let's already got the hardware busted out over here somewhere. Where is it? There it is. So start turning screws. There we go. Got that all installed and tidied up. I used some strips of Gorilla Tape. It's waterproof, it's super strong, it's great for tucking wiring, and it frees up some of the clips that came with the kit to use under the tow body. So I got it laid out loosely. Finally got it figured out where everything goes. Grouped everything together and zipped it together. Now I'm going to pop it off and feed it from the front underneath the chassis, well really above it, but from where I'm looking at it, underneath, and I'll feed it through and get everybody situated and happy, and then start securing it. Alright, so I got the harness started going into the chassis here. I got the front wishbone fed up over the front to get it in position, and then both sides are laid on top of the chassis, or on the bottom of the chassis, around the wheel, and then up over the back here. So what's going to happen is I got one screw on the stack on each side I need to pull this through, then this screw and this screw on both sides, and I should be able to get that harness down into the body. Up here I'm going to have this piece, this goes out to the trailer so that it can work from the truck, and that'll probably stay somewhere in this neighborhood so that it can be hooked up around the hitch. And yeah, it doesn't look like it should be too difficult, so yeah, we'll see. So there's one side done. Or at least the underneath parts. One more side to go. And there's side number 2 done. Now it's time to flip this sucker over and finish up the front and get it plugged in. There it is, all bundled up in tape and plugged in. Now we just got to stick a battery in this thing and see what happens. Oh, I forgot. You have to add this Y connector in first. You plug it into channel 2 on the controller, then pull out the plug from the ESC to the receiver and plug it into the female side of the Y connector. Then the remaining male plug on the Y connector goes back in channel 2 on the receiver. There it is. All lit up. Looking damn good. Like a Christmas tree, only sexier. Alright, well, I guess now we're going to have to get some cars on it, take it out for a ride. So, pretty soon here we'll have a little bit of a run video with her. Until then, if you like it, go ahead and hit the like button, leave us a comment, check us out on our social media pages, and we'll see you next time on Adult RC, where grown-up time is playtime.